Hello everyone, this is Serious Trivia. Welcome back to another episode of our Total War Troy Let's Play with Odysseus. We pick things up from turn 39 as we are trying really hard to tame the Hydra. And we failed last time. The punishment's not that bad. We lose the unit that we lost in the battle, of course, but the expedition forces is still okay, full health, nothing wrong with them. And for our generals here, I was able to reclaim this island. That's a big win for us. I summoned out the Spearmaster of Elysium to help us out in the coming fight. We are one unit short. We don't have a lot of good options in terms of units we can recruit. I would need to be... I need to pray. Okay. I don't think I care about that though. I might actually get another Islander. Just as an extra unit in the game. Buy us a little bit of time. It didn't get saved, but we want the javelin range, right? Because end battle just saves the point right before the battle. That's fine. This we can fix at a very reasonable cost, so I think we will. And this we want to keep. The influence is all gone because it was taken over by rebels, which is really sad. Maybe we wreck this and just kill growth. But then this is only level 1, so we actually would need a little bit of growth. Yeah, we'll keep it. That is fine. This army is still roving around, and they might attack any of our places. We'll just have to take it back. There's not much for us to do this turn. That will stay damaged. And it's too expensive to build. We might get attacked and lose that one, so that's not really worth it. We did level this up. We can get level 4 ports, which will give access to some heavy units, which is really good. I think we definitely go for this. Unless we can push happiness a little bit. 2 spies, up to 3. Oh, wow. Oh, plus 2. So it's not 3, it's up to 3. So we can get another set of spies here. That's actually super important. Happiness plus 7 versus plus 5. Just the extra spy is good. And then in terms of buildings here, I believe there's not much to build except for both of these eventually, right? Because there's nothing else. I mean, we will probably end up building some military buildings here. The main reason being at the end, we no longer need this after clearing all the administrative efficiencies for royal decrees. Like, we're going to get all the royal decrees, and this is kind of a waste after all the buildings have been built. So this goes away near the end game. These two will both be built, and then we can probably build even a military building, perhaps this one, because these are our special units here. Especially the guerrilla stalkers would be the best javelin class unit we can have. Yeah, we'll probably consider that later, but right now we're probably gonna go extra food, lose happiness, or lose influence and increase wood. I think we'll take the food. This plus 6 rank for agent also will synchronize well with that. We'll do that. Also will boost our favor with Apollo, just like this. And we have Hecatomb in 3 turns. They need to heal for a turn. Not much we can do about that. That's friendly, or at least not hostile. Hostile over here because we got dragged into a war with them. This is just in a bad place. They're losing health, which I feel like our garrison with this city setup should be able to hold. You know, chariots don't do much against walls. Let's continue. Yep, he's back. The annoying guy's back. We'll fight him. We'll try to eliminate a couple more of his unit, just to make things a little bit easier for us in the future. Dictis. I guess Polydamas. Alright. They did not focus their forces. He went... Is that triple range over here? Oh no, he went with melee right there in the back, but... Giants. Okay, we fight away from the giants once again, because it's pretty hopeless to fight the giants. We have to, like, completely eliminate a giant to even make it worthwhile. Are we confident enough to just face off against them here with what we have? We trade javelins into each other. I don't think it's smart. Like, it's probably better if we just hide here, turn off the fire, meet them, and then have them flank coming out from the other side. Try to eliminate them. Slow down, slow down. You gotta work on our micros a little bit. Kind of messed up pretty hard in our battle against the Hydra. Militia Warband, you go after that. Do not be afraid. Charge out. Right into the back there.
The foe has
Flank
sighted
into
your hidden
here.
units.
They gotta turn on their javelin, please. I'm gonna micro these behind them. These 3-on-1's fine. He's shooting him. He's shooting him. He's chasing him. Finish this one unit off. And then finish that unit off. Fire.
One of your units has no more ammunition.
Alright, focus on the enemy general if we can. I mean, I would love to kill the units, but might not be feasible. Pull him back. Clean that up. Save your ammo. You two are now one. You will chase. You guys will chase. Try to shoot as many guys as we can. Can we not arc the shots?
Trained and ready. Eye on me. Will do. Crush that.
I'm still arcing it.
I obey. Destroy that. As you say. Order understood. I'm on it. Good. For the Achaeans.
Alright, they finished killing. Come back. Chase them all down. Chase them all down. We get a straight line fire. Yes, we're getting straight line fires. Perfect.
As ordered. As you command. Ready to serve. Forward we go. Attack! Arrow not. No. Go at them! Destroy the foe! Advancement! Sons of Achaea! Take that! Go at them! At your command! Ever mighty! Spears! Wreak havoc!
Cut
The
them
foe
off
is
here.
capturing your victory point.
Ready to
Alright,
shoot!
let's go stop them.
At your command! Foes beware! Moving up! Onward, warriors! Hungry for glory! At your command! Ares!
If I shoot him a couple times, I think he's just gonna stand there and heal. Oh, can we miss more? They haven't captured it, by the way. Let's see if we can do some damage to them.
Forward march!
Alright, they just heal.
Good order!
Let them heal. Nothing. Pull them back. We didn't cut them off. Okay, since we didn't cut them off, you two solo him. They could chase them separately. It's just who's gonna kill the giants. The heal has a timing, so how much does each of our arrow do? That missed. Oh, shield's facing the wrong way. Get a shot in there, please. About 300. We need like 20 something arrows to kill him. See if they can hit them. Pull him back. The giants will just kill him.
You have lost a victory point.
Okay, we finally lost the victory point. Should we try to just kill the giant? It's potentially doable. He's coming down. Okay, they're not chasing, then we go for the giant. We peel off. The giant's just whacking me really hard right now.
Your warriors are losing heart. Alright, we pulled him out, but he's low morale. Alright, pull him closer to shoot them. He's finished. He can potentially come here and chase one of them away. And then everyone else just trying to murder the giants.
Trained and ready.
By Ares, your warriors are rallying.
Oh, he's back. Oh, can we not? Friendly fire, friendly fire. Alright, maybe try to kill him. Yeah, I can chase him all I want. Alright, that's our chance. You hang on here. You try to help him here.
Is about to fall.
It's okay. If we can kill the giant, that's really worth it. Take your arrows. Go shoot him, maybe? This is gonna be friendly fire territory all day. They're running too fast. Now it feels like I should try to win. Every shot should go to the general, I guess. Can we break through here? Man, they're holding us for like
Your warriors
40 seconds.
have been routed.
That one died, I know. This way we get a flank on him. Okay. Everyone there. Giants is back. But if we... Oh! Time's up? That was a quick 40 seconds. We might have killed 3 units? 4? Still a pretty successful defense, I will say. The giant makes it pretty much impossible for us to beat them, but not too bad. He took it. Okay, so we can get him next turn for sure. And then with 1 turn more of healing after the battle, we go for the Hydra again. I think the allies are securing our borders on our eastern side, so that's good. We just gotta secure this island train around the coast. No thanks. Sure. I don't want to go inland, so we're trying to stay only port plus completing provinces with a lot of ports. We're getting sieged. Somehow I feel like this is a free delegate win.
That will not work. Don't hold back.
No, not true. Can our allies do something here?
I can make your enemies disappear. They won't know what to believe.
Finally a success. It's been a while.
Odysseus of Ithaca. Spill some blood.
Alright, let's fight this clean. And then one more turn of healing, everyone's full. Go back in there, beat the Hydra up, tame the beast, bring it back to this realm, and defeat the rest. Alright, it's my job to kill the generals. Kind of feel like we should tilt a little. You guys don't need to really participate. You could probably go in the back to harass a little. Maybe get all their range units interested in you.
The foe has sighted your hidden units.
I'm trying to kill this general before he gets close. Increase our missile attack a little bit. Yeah, just by flying across, you do plenty of damage. Can't really predict where their most of their units going to be, because most of these are going to be dead on contact. Question is like, where's their range limit, where they meet us in terms of the range? He dies without any problem. Alright, so we're going to have him come down, hit some of them. I think we hit most of the unit there. That's not bad.
One of your units has no more ammunition.
They're dead. They're dead. They're dead. Shoot here. Oh, that's the giants. Alright, we won. And since they're the garrison, they get wiped. That was relatively clean. We lost one unit. Right, that's going to get healed during the end turn. Alright, the second Hector army that came all the way over, that we wiped out finally. Does it still have the effect of the earthquake? I don't think so. I think that went away. So now fixing it's cheap. And building stuff is cheap again. I'm gonna pick up the growth one, because growth is actually quite low without any building providing bonuses here. Allies nearby, feel safe to upgrade stuff. Do we want to add just like one unit here or there just to help us out a little? It doesn't hurt, right? We get this one, next turn we go over there again. Hope for the best. I am hoping the allies...
Odysseus,
Can I give you a,
most welcome.
can I give you a target? No, I can't. Not really my vassal or anything like that. But I'm hoping they give us a little bit of a help there.
I interpret the will
2 turns, commandments, back to organized game. Hecatomb, not time yet. Probably next turn. Alright, fingers crossed. Do your job, Diomedes. You hate rebels. You send an army almost over there too. There we go. Thank you. We'll help them. Because they help me. Oh, the armor looks so nice on him. And we get to pick up resources for his win. Thank you. Alright, they're going up there. We don't have to even worry about the fight with the other faction there. We focus on our Hydra problem. Figure out how to win that battle. Because we don't get to do any sort of guerrilla deployment, Vanguard deployment here in Troy. We just... Maybe if we pull our unit all the way to where the Hydra spawns, since we know where it spawns, right behind it. When it spawns, we just focus fire down and we win. Maybe that's the goal. Because fighting all those units is too much, I think. Where? Another? Nice. By sitting in a farm, that's actually quite useful. This army is smaller, and we have allies nearby, so I don't have to worry too much about it. We do our own thing. Everyone is... No, that's not what I want to click. I want to click is... How do I... Oh, here. Let's see. All resources is nice, but you're currently embedded, so focus on embedded stuff. No, none of that's embedded. Increase melee attack, increase armor piercing damage. Gonna take the armor piercing. Actually, melee attack's not bad. Hit rate for melee hits. We might be heavily ranged, but even then, this melee doesn't really... It's also gonna be melee range, armor piercing damage. Not gonna be range. I don't think so. I'll take the resource. Eventually, I might dump him out. Alright, speaking of dumping it out, we have to step out.
great deeds.
They're probably our next target, even though we're at war with them. We want to go coastal raid up. So...
A rioting populace is
He's failing a lot. Step out. We got another level to work with. That's good. Kind of tempted to pick land battle because we'll have a land battle, but it's only one battle. If we just get through it, we'll be fine. Yeah, I know I want this one, so I'm going to pick that one first. These, I haven't decided which one I want to go. All right, I'm going to drag this out a little bit. Wish us luck. I don't feel good about this, but I think we can do it. We're still not favored. I realize that. I feel like we just have to play the map better and micro better. I had too many units clumped up against another unit. It's just not worth it. Alright, we'll see the cinematic again. I'm gonna try to pull all the units toward where the Hydra spawns.
Poison blood mars the ritual grounds of
Right
the
there to the
Hydra,
right.
whose cultists
Right here.
stand ready to defend their many-headed master to the death. Having nurtured the head severed by Heracles back to life, they will not so gladly see the beast conquered by another. And while the creature itself has yet to appear, its terrifying presence permeates the field of battle and whispers in the hearts and minds of its followers.
Pull to the temple. Pull to the temple. Run, you fools. Run. Alright, while we run, I'm gonna put them into smaller groups. Oh, whoa, what? They spawned. They spawned early. Okay. Wanna play this way? Sure. They're trying to prevent us from, you know, cheesing the situation. How many Hydra's out of the map? Alright, so if we run over there, the Hydra is on the map. Okay. Come kill it. Odysseus, you guys try to kill it. We just need to defeat the Hydra. No need to attract the Hydra or anything like that. We're trying to kill the range unit. Oh, that Hydra Priest is accurate. Spread them out. Don't want to make the same mistake again. Push them out. That's going to be our main force. Try to dump our main damage source onto the Hydra. 2. Go that way, go that way. Try to dump your damage on the Hydra. Occupy those units. Push out. Help. Distract. Move. Fight the Hydra. Move over here. Fight the Hydra. Alright, we have enough ammo. We can kill him first. Ping him down. Ping him down. Form a line to block for us. They can block for a long time here. Where's their enemy range unit? Their range units are routing. Okay, Griffin, you have a pretty clear view to attack. Giant can block for us for a while. Enough unit fighting the Hydra Priest. Block over here, block over here. Let them have time to do damage to DPS down the Hydra. Griffin fly actually, we can... Okay, Hydra Priest. Take down your mother. Go help over here. Open up fire. Open up fire, we bring it down. We bring it down. And all the Hydra Priests too? Okay, that's fine. Where's the other Hydra Priests? There's one over there. Can we beat these group? I think we can. 2 more Hydra Priests on this side, so... Oh, that's not good. The Hydra's gone. The Hydra's gone. We killed the Hydra. Alright. 1, move them over. Want them to get into some sort of flanking maneuver. Griffin, pick out this range unit. Turn around. Fire at the Hydras. You, Hydra Priest right there. Move around, Hydra Priest. Actually, no. Harass the range units. Fight. 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 Take this unit off. Actually, you pick him up. 2. Take out the Hydra Priest. Kill the Hydra Priest. Yeah, trying to mow him down. Flank around. Harass the range unit. Not winning here. Actually, just hit the Hydra Priest. We kill the Hydra Priest, we win here. Got a clear path for them to get close enough to the Hydra Priest. They have enough damage. No one's hitting him. The
Odysseus. Button. Come on, you guys can do this. You guys that bounce back, try to hold off. Doesn't matter if they're using spells. Just gotta mow them down. Okay, you can fly off from friendly fire. Fly off, fly off. Go distract this guy. Take him out. They took out one guy. Buy us time, buy us time, buy us time. Ah, we can't get through this guy. Bring him down. Odysseus. Alright, they won. They won too. Ah, pull two of them away. There's only one guy left. Focus, fire. Man, Odysseus is still full health. And focus down this group. You guys can try to go help him out. He's kind of caught in a bad place. If we can just focus him a little bit. He's almost dead. Odysseus, shoot him a couple times. Hydra Priest on Hydra Priest action here. He's almost dead. Come on, one shot. Got him. We did it. Wow. The Elysium Spearman gave his life. That's something we expected. Okay. I mean, the design's good. They make sure you can't cheese them by rushing straight for the Hydra. And if you did do that, the two Hydra Priests on the other side still quite difficult to get to at the end. But we definitely allocated the matchup a little better, like one unit versus one unit. Even if we lose, we don't waste any units and get swarmed. Okay, so we end up losing the Centaur Elder and another ambusher over here. We lost... It's worth it. We get the Hydra. We get a bunch of resources here. The Mother's Sanctum.
The dreaded Hydra is yours to command. Vicious and deadly, the terrifying creature feeds on the flesh of men, growing in vitality with every meal. And where the Hydra goes, its cultists will follow. Their swords sworn to you for as long as you provide them the grounds to perform their garish rites.
The good news is, our economy is not in shambles.
Victory has come our way.
We got the second army back too. And of course we get the Hydra. So we can do a host army. There'll be different stances. Basically, it'll become a part of the army. We can use it to fight. Dip in Hydra Blood is using our Vitality resource, which we can probably check in the monster screen, to give our units poison on the arrow tips and, javelin tips and sword tips, so that, we can do poison attacks with regular units. Many becomes one is a post-battle option, which I believe is feeding the captives to the Hydra to gain vitality. River will come. It will decrease both the cost and the construction time for any Hydra-related buildings in the settlement. Speaking of Hydra-related buildings, we have to look in Ithaca here, because I believe now we have access to special buildings, right? So we can have the Giving Hand, +3 Vitality to Hydra after ending the turn in this province, increase the capacity of the Drinker of Venom, the basic mob unit that we have. We have the second option, which would give us capacity for the Archer unit, -10% ammunition for all units in enemy armies in this province, so sort of defensive effect as well. Plus ammo for units recruited in this province, -15 for enemy. Provide 1 Hydra Archer to the garrison, +6. The Enduring Flesh, this will give us Hydra Defender, which is their spear unit variant. And decrease morale of enemies, increase morale of our units trained here. Then finally, the Overflowing Cup. which will increase vitality of the Hydra in turn, plus 3 Hydra Priests. This is what we're really interested in, plus 5% to vitality gain from the feeding post-battle option. 5 Hydra Priests per building here will also be 10% for vitality boosted, minus 5% construction cost for all Hydra building faction-wide. So essentially we want to stack this in multiple places because looking at the cost of most of these buildings, it's quite pricey. So let's say if we get like potentially say 20 provinces, then all these buildings will be free. Upkeeps of all Hydra units will become free faction-wide. But for Odysseus, this is actually extra hard because we can only build these in capitals with ports. So we're extremely limited in terms of how many of these we can do. But if you play any other faction, 20 provinces is a lot easier than for Odysseus. But if we do get to that point, Hydra units will pretty much be on par with, say, the Shades, which are free. All Hydra buildings will be free. So if we focus entirely on building Hydra, each province can provide us 5 defenders, 5 priests, 5 archers, and 6 Drinker of Venom. That's more than one full stack, because that's 21 units. So we don't need to go that extreme, essentially. You basically can pick and choose which unit you want to use. As for how good they are, well, I feel like Hydra defenders, let's see, melee defense quite high, damage is not so impressive. I mean, the cool thing about most of these units is the poison damage, which hurts in terms of damage over time, and also the fact that they all have regeneration on them. Passive regeneration that's constant. 24 ammo, 150 range. Damage is not too impressive. Drinker of Venom. This is kind of the mob throwaway unit. You throw them in, poor armor, just to deal damage, be expendable, so no morale impact for everyone else. But obviously, the best unit, 700 something damage for the Hydra Priest. I mean, because a single entity compared to, you know, low damage, but that's damage per unit in a squad of 90. So it's quite different. I think these are still good to get. It's hard for us to get heavy units. They're quite cheap in terms of just the upkeep, even if we don't get the reduced amount. Like, this is extremely cheap. Hydra Priest upkeep's not that bad either. Now, the more interesting part is looking at the actual monster. So Vitality is our resource. We talked about this. We can gain it by feeding the Mother Want To army stance. So that's a stance where we're feeding our own troops to the Hydra. Or we can have post-battle, where we feed the captives. And there are some skills that can gain Vitality. We spend it when we use the River Will Come action for settlements, I believe, which is going to help speed up the construction and make it cheaper for our own Hydra buildings. And the dip in Hydra blood, which is if we want to apply the poison to our own troops instead of the Hydra troops. If we keep high vitality, you can see Hydra's ammunition increases for Hydra Archer, Hydra's health. Oh no, the Hydra itself, right? So Hydra is ranged. Missile damage of the Hydra, so it's a self boost. So the more vitality he has, the stronger the Hydra creature is. Up to 40% ammo boost, 50% health boost, 40% damage boost, and we're talking about damages like missile damage here. Range is 320, very, very long. 26 ammo. Currently, the default skills that you get at the beginning, Poison Bomb, so kind of projectile with explosion against enemies, Poison Breath, kind of a nearby, I'm guessing this is going to be cone shape ability, and this Virulent Blood, basically if you get hit, you apply poison on people who hit you because your blood is poisonous. So they get poisoned by hitting you. And each tier up, there's going to be 4. We get to pick between 1 of 3 skills. And let's see, this is where things becomes a little bit more specialized. A single drop, 25% missile damage of the Hydra, so increasing his own damage. And then all 3 abilities poison damage goes up. Replaces regeneration with potent regeneration and increased total health by 25%. makes him more of a tank. His passive heal, I believe, is 5 points per second. This goes to 9 points per second, so technically 80% increase. The Greatest River, but my question is the cap, right? The cap is going to stay the same, so the amount we can heal per battle is going to be the same. So I don't know if that's going to be super useful. The Greatest River, 25% to vitality gain from many becomes 1. So the feeding option, that's the feeding option post battle. 25 points to max vitality. So we can go up to 175. What's the point of that? We won't get bonuses, I guess, but I guess we can spend them. Minus 25% cost to the river will come for the campaign movement. I am in favor of the more poison damage. Plus 2 unit capacity for all unit type of the Hydra, plus 25 to maximum vitality. So suicidal drinkers of venom. And then minus upkeep cost of them, minus recruitment cost of them. They're already super cheap. Around self, affect allies in range, affect enemies in range. Potent poison causes damage over time, 10 seconds. So I guess all allies nearby will also have the ability of, if they get hit, they will poison the enemy and be a potent poison. Pretty cool. This might be my favorite one. I feel like if you don't want to build a lot of the buildings, then these will be good because you get, cap for free, you get upkeep discount for free. But if you're going to dedicate yourself to building those buildings, then these don't really do much. And, this is probably the best option here. Tier 4, Generous, the Mother's Gift, plus 20% to his range. That's a lot because it's 320 already. So another 64 points, 384. Doubles the projectile per shot, so essentially doubles his damage. That sounds amazing. The Cleansing Rain, 100% ammo, 25% reloads. Okay, so this is deceptive because one option here is you double the projectile per shot of your attack, which essentially doubles your ammo, but you have to hit the same number of targets. So for example, we have 26 shots, we can only hit 26 targets. Each target will receive double damage. The total damage output is the same, but your target selection choices is limited. Here you end up with the exact same damage because you're doubling your ammo, but you can target 52 different targets. But then you have the extended range versus the reload speed. These two are close. I think both have value. 300 range is more than enough. You outrange every single range unit in the game without like insane faction-wide buff with special buildings for that faction, which most AIs do not have. So I don't think this is like necessary for 20% extra range. Faster reload speed means he can spit faster essentially. Might be better. It's interesting, the two comparison here. Forever Surviving. Self. Hit point greater than 50% disables, or else he just boosts damage. And when he's in danger, 25% to his damage, melee damage when it's below 50% health. 25% to his battle speed, moves a little faster. I think this is like for melee usage. I don't think we need this. In Mother's Name, plus 30% to Drinker of Venom's battle speed when the Hydra's in the same army, 30% to the melee defense of the Hydra Defender when he's in the army, Discipline to all Hydra units, 30% to the Archer's reload speed, minus 3 to enemy siege. So basically a big army of Hydra units for him. Hydra's pre-battle grants 10% damage resistance to all units in the army for the next battle. Pre-battle would be the one where we pass the poison on, right? Yeah, it'd be one where we basically dip the sword in the poison. Grants regeneration. So using that not only gives them poison, gives them 10% damage resistance, and also gives them regeneration. So basically they become like sort of Hydra units. Grants Envenom ability to Hydra Priest, which is a 60-second duration potent poison, causes damage over time. So it makes Hydra Priest better. These make the other 3 types of unit better. I could run a strategy where we only hire Hydra Priests. I can see that as a pretty valid strategy. Or Drinker Venom with suicide attempts might work as well. But like, this is the building which actually gives all the discounts, right? So in the beginning, we'll be focused on these 2 buildings, essentially. And getting ourselves a bunch of Hydra Priests. Their weakness is, you know, you get 1 unit of this. Your army is going to be small in numbers. And you're going to have some sort of front line to tank. Yeah, we have to rethink the builds, of course, now that we have these options. If we keep things simple, I don't think we need to build all 4 buildings in every single commandery. That feels like overkill. I think this probably needs to be built in every commandery, because getting entirely free buildings and free upkeep, or even half cost of these, like a massive amount of wood and gold and stone, it's going to make a big difference. The upkeep is not such a big problem, but it'd be still nice to have it discounted. Yeah, haven't decided how we want to do the army setup, but it should be pretty nice. The vitality game shouldn't be a too difficult situation for us, because we can essentially just feed enemies post-battle to the Hydra. We don't get money, we don't get replenishment, but the Hydra get vitality. And if we don't spend, you know, the vitality that much or that often, we'll be fine. Anyhow, 400 upkeep for the Hydra. Our administrative tier is fine. We lost the Elysium unit, which leaves a spot open for the Hydra, which is good. And this army's back to assist us. Everyone's pretty tired and injured, and we can get rid of some of these units that we don't really want, but they can probably help us defend for a little bit. Yeah, we'll set our eyes to the north and take down this faction next. Then this one, then this one. Secure a second coastal capital, and then look for a third. That's not one. So that's not an ideal place for us to settle. Pylos is, but we are friends with them, which is awkward. But the rest of the land are not islands, so it's not like this is going to be great for us. It's like 1 coastal. Who owns this? We're going to war with them, Akis, because they took something that we absolutely want. Seems like they're island faction as well. This would be another good capital for us to build those Hydra buildings. So yeah, and if we pray to Poseidon, we can get a Cyclops from that too. So we'll start clearing the coastlines and move forward to island hopping. Our epic missions are over here. We finally got our Hydra to join us, so things look good. We'll leave the mainland for our allies to take care of. You can see all the blue, these are all our allies, and then we'll go from there. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. See you all next time. Bye.